Yeah, we got actually a lot of suggestions, and then this one, I'm gonna assume that was Derek.
That was me. Oh, 2 of those. Please do.
Well, I think we
Third
should
one.
start with Derek's and
Yeah.
practice declining one.
Absolutely decline it.
Oh.
Get rid of it.
So I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
grab it.
Other companies call them features, not bugs. Exactly, it's a feature.
So we're gonna swipe left, and ideally we should see a little X, and
Is
that
it
should
swipe
go away.
left? I think it's swipe right to reject.
Have you used Tinder?
I've Googled it a couple of times.
We get to Google it.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
I always forget.
Oh, it's
Alright.
like. This is why we
So,
never
I'm
have
gonna
bugs.
swipe
Oh
left.
my gosh.
Maybe I'll be wrong, and I'll accept your idea. We're gonna swipe left.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Can we get some
X
claps in
means-
chat? Clap.
A red X means accept, right?
Yeah.
Red X means accept, and a green check mark means
Okay.
reject. Okay, it's opposite. And we're live.
What's up, everybody? My name is Derek.
And my name is Casey, and we are here to bring you a new perspective.
This is episode 3 of the show where we talk about next-gen features in Ignition.
This week we are welcoming Mia, one of our teammates. Mia is actually something of a celebrity around here. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but she was on one of our web series of The Office, an engineering parody. And we actually have a really fun GIF that we're going to show you guys. And cue the GIF.
Yes. You have to watch the show. 5 episodes.
It's on our YouTube.
She's protecting our trophy there.
It's a healthy obsession.
And that's it. That's the GIF.
She kisses it. Yeah. So,
Oh, so what else are we going to... Oh, of course, with Mia. Why don't you tell us about yourself and, like, what are you going to be working on today?
Well, about me, I've been at Flexware for over a year now, and I'm part of the Ignition team. I really like Ignition because I like playing around with all their features and components to make a really nice user interface, which
Yeah.
is exactly what we'll be doing today. We'll be configuring a swipe effect where we can actually accept and reject listeners' ideas for the stream.
Sounds familiar.
yeah, so for Mia to do this, I had to build the other side so that the viewers could submit ideas.
Yeah, are you...
If you're ready, I could
Yeah.
show
Are you ready,
my
Derek?
screen here.
All right, let's
Yeah.
get it. Should we just get into it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, it's looking good. All right, we can see your screen, Derek, if you want to go ahead.
All right, so some of you guys have seen this. This is the idea suggestion box. It's on a public-facing gateway for you guys to access. I think we have a command, right?
Yeah,
Ideas.
exclamation point suggestions, or idea. Yep, there it is.
Idea. So if you guys want to go to that link, drop any suggestions for future shows, we really would appreciate it. Stuff that you guys want to see, and you can get stuff developed for you. So
Might have to actually
So-
physically copy and paste. I didn't mean to cut you off. It looks like Streamlabs may have jacked up that link a little bit, which was not our doing. So if you have issues trying to go to that, let us know.
yeah, it's cutting it off.
Oh.
when I post-
I'd have to give you permission.
That's okay. I could
Okay.
run through it real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. It's a simple form. Takes your name. My name is Derek, as you guys know.
I did not
Feature
know.
name. Awesome feature. Description. Best feature in the world. Please do. Commit idea. So since this is a public facing gateway and the new perspective app that Mia developed on is not, I had to create a gateway network connection. You guys probably won't have to do this. And we wanted to, so that the viewers didn't have to have a bunch of database stuff to configure, we just decided to send that via gateway message and dump it into a dataset tag. So as you can see, I have an outgoing connection from what you guys are using to submit ideas into this server. Go into the designer. Just dump that idea in. Yeah. Here we are on the last one. Awesome feature by me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at all those
So it's pretty-
ideas.
Yeah, we got a few. Awesome.
This is
We'll have
very
some ideas
awesome.
to test the app with. So that's all I got. We have a couple of additional tags here just for as Mia swipes or whoever swipes, it dumps the idea, whether it's accepted or rejected, into the appropriate tag. And then I think future episodes will have some kind of management screen to keep track of the ideas. But right now we just have this Tinder style app. So that's all I got.
Not sponsored. That's really cool, Derek. Are we? Well, is there anything else you wanted to go over while you were in here, or are we about?
Yeah, we could look at the I mean, as I said, it's a simple form.
Yeah. Looks good.
It's using the same CSS from Reese's. If you guys missed those episodes, you can check those out on YouTube. But Reese created the CSS that we're reusing. You have to have all the fields filled out to submit. So as you fill it out, get rid of the asterisk, and then
Very
allow you
cool.
to submit. So.
Can you submit stuff just blanks? Like, what if I just put spaces? Will it take my idea?
We're stripping those out. We're stripping.
Oh my.
We're stripping the spaces out. So if you guys try to put spaces and send them to us, they're gone.
And we're gonna get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely, if anybody has any ideas out there that you guys might want to see us do live on stream, definitely take a second and fill it out. Just you never know. We might definitely pick one. And the more ideas we have, the longer we can keep streaming. So yeah.
Free code.
And free code. Can have someone else do it for you. Sweet. Well, is there anything else we wanted to go over before we switch over to Mia? If Mia's ready to go?
Yeah.
You're ready? Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna boot myself off of here. See you later, Derek.
Bye.
Alright, Mia, I'm going to go ahead and send you a request right now, so it should pop up here shortly.
Got it.
Alright, it looks like I can see your screen, and Stream should be able to see your screen as well.
Nice. Nice.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, I'll just kind of start at the smallest part and work my way up. So I wanted to be able to display the feature name, description, and the username on like a suggestion ticket. So I already have kind of all the bindings configured. So this just takes a suggestion parameter with the ID of the suggestion, the message, the title, and whatever the username was. And then I also have an is expanded, which actually goes into the first binding that I would want to talk about. So on the message, I noticed I couldn't use basis auto because I end up accomplishing the swipe effect by using a carousel component that just does not want to listen to auto at all. So
I guess,
I actually,
I didn't want to chime in here, but since I am somewhat of a noob with perspective at the moment, what is a carousel? Is that like I go to the fair and I ride on a carousel, or no? I mean, like what for somebody to say, like for me, or I mean, I know what it is, but like, how would you describe it to somebody who doesn't know what that is?
It's just a way to kind of like page through multiple or different views.
Okay.
So, however, like maybe you would have it for, you have 3 different views and you start at the first one and then they go to the next one and the next one. This one, I'm starting on a middle view and then I will show how I have 2 buffer views, and it's going to kind of simulate the effect that the main view you're on swipes away and disappears. Although typically with a carousel component, it would just keep the next view you swipe on, and just a way of rotating through different things. Maybe if you don't have a lot of real estate on the screen or something.
Sure. And then is this for mobile? Is it mobile, like specifically, or web pages?
Nope. You could use both.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do today is friendly for both the web page, and if you were on your phone, it would work well too. So
Very cool. Didn't mean to
Um,
chime
No,
in
you're
there.
fine.
Just had some
I
questions.
want to chime in too.
Uh-oh.
So if you have a carousel, you have something that is default. What's on the sides? Are you having some kind of feedback to the user when you swipe, or?
yeah. So we'll actually kind of pay attention to what direction they're swiping, because we're going to have the swipe kind of dictate if we're going to use the idea or not. So we could accept by swiping right or reject by swiping left. And I think I do that. We'll actually go into it more. I think I kind of just pay attention to which way they swipe, and then based off of that, or just call a method that sends the tag to the right thing. And since the tag gets moved from where you were showing the ideas tag, gets moved away into a different one, it'll actually disappear from our list of suggestions to swipe through as well.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like the big idea, and we're gonna start at the very bottom now. But
Perfect.
I just kind of left this in here, but I have a binding on the description, because sometimes ideas are going to be really wordy and it can't fit all of it, since I can't use the basis auto to let each feature instance be a different size. I have to make them all the same size, unfortunately. So what I'm doing is I just have a custom max message length, so I don't always have to come into here and type different lengths depending on if my size changes on the screen. And then depending if the ticket's currently expanded. So what I want them to be able to do is, if they can't read the whole message, they could click on it, the view will get bigger, and then that way they could read everything. So if it's not expanded and the message is greater than the max message length I want to show, I just kind of returned a shortened version of it with the ... Or if it's short enough, I just return the message. So that's just the binding on the message. And there's not too much going on with the suggestion ticket itself. There's going to be more when we jump into the carousel component. But I want to make the two other views first that I'm also going to put in the carousel, because it's not just going to be the ticket. So I'm going to use this check GIF or GIF, whatever the right way is to say it.
It's a GIF.
It's a GIF.
I'll go with all knowing Derek.
We could fight about this though. Maybe when we have the option to do polls, we can see which one people prefer.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
But yeah, so I have a checkmark GIF and an X GIF to kind of show, okay, you accepted this or you rejected it. The problem is, even though I'm using, I already forgot which one we agreed on, GIF.
You can call it whatever you want. We're just being difficult.
But I actually just want to play it once and then disappear, because I don't want this constantly playing. I just want it to play once so you know what happened, and then it goes away. So I made a perspective style called Fade, and I just used the animated portion of the style by knowing how long the GIF circulates for. I think it's like a 2-second long one, so I do a 1-second duration with a 1-second delay, just to give it a chance to play majority of the way through. Just plays once, and then I have the opacity at 1, but at the end of the animation it's 0, so it's going to slowly fade away. And I think we could actually apply that to both of those. So we'll do the check first. So right now it's nice because we could see it, but it's going to disappear after we add the style.
Sure.
We got the fading animation, goes away, perfect. And then for X, again, another animation fade. Bye. So now we got all 3 of our views that we're gonna end up using: the ticket, the check, the X, or the accept and reject. So now our actual swipe widget, which is just a carousel component. Again, if you remember this from not too long ago, I kind of mimic the same object or view parameter object of my ticket that I just am gonna pass directly to the view parameter of my embedded view of the carousel. And then I just have 3 views. and I have the widgets suggestion, which was that first suggestion ticket view, and I have my view params bound, and I have is expanded bound. I think I have a custom property too. So what do I want to do first? So the first thing I noticed, I didn't catch this until after I played with it for a little bit. I use flex repeaters a lot and I manipulate them a lot, like the instances are in it, and I find a lot of issues, not issues, but I just struggle on the view parameters not updating correctly. I noticed it was holding, like I would swipe the first one and then the one under it would move up and hold the first one's values. So I'm just going to put a change script on the parameter that I know is going to change the feature ID because it's different for each one. And all this is going to do is just make sure that when the flex repeater instance loads, my swipe instance loads, it's going to load on the ticket view first. So that's my active pane 1. And I just want to make sure it displays true because I kind of create that swipe effect of it disappearing by turning off the display of the instance until the tag updates and removes it from the flex repeater list. So we can apply that. I'm going to add some custom methods that are doing the work. I guess you could see I already have them in here, and I just add pass as like a temporary, but hide instance is going to be hiding the whatever instance is in the flex repeater that got swiped on. So have my little description, and then why is it unhappy? Is it not like this? Probably doesn't like the spaces or something.
Does it keep track of the ID? Are you swiping from the top every time, or can you swipe from the bottom and it keeps track of which one?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be adding a change script on my active pane, and the instance, its own instance will, I'll end up calling this hide instance that knows which way I swept, and then I think the move feature function, I'm gonna grab the feature ID of the parameter instance's parameter to remove the whatever one you swipe on. So you could do whatever order, top, bottom, middle, anywhere. So
cool. So
but,
you're saying it's better than tender because you got to do the one they give you.
Yeah, you could think about it.
No,
Let simmer.
Wouldn't know.
Well, now you get to figure out what it feels like. It's like later.
Rejection.
What I noticed with those GIFs was that if I put them in the carousel's view, like as a view parameter right away, it was already loaded. So as you're swiping, the GIF would already start and fade away. And by the time you're done swiping, it was gone.
Oh.
So my hide instance method that I plan to call right when the swipe completes is going to set the appropriate view path for whatever active pane I swipe to. So 0 is going to be, I believe, swipe right because it's on the left. Probably doesn't help. I don't know if I'm mirrored or not. But and then active pane 2 is swiping left or rejecting. And then before I let this suggestion disappear from wherever we're viewing it from, and before I remove it from the list, I want to let that GIF play. And so I stole, I know, I can't make up my mind.
Just call it the GIF. It'll please everyone in the chat.
That's what I want to do. So I stole this timer from the Ignition forums.
Whoa.
I was,
Oh. But nobody here would ever do that.
Hey, we love the forums.
We love the forums.
They are great. I use them a lot.
A lot of good stuff on there.
I was going to use Derek's recommendation of invoke asynchronous, which was one of the functions I could use, but I didn't want to listen to Derek, so I found this better idea.
I don't blame you.
I was having
Wow.
trouble with invoking asynchronous, and as I was kind of looking up that, thankfully the forums was smart enough to recommend this timer that works out perfectly. It just does the 2-second delay, which matches the time it takes for my style fade animation to make the GIF go away.
GIF. Can you think of any reasons that a timer could break this?
Timers are dangerous. I didn't want to really use one, but
I was gonna say.
I know sleep's really bad. Sleep is a
Sleep.
big no-no.
So there's a timer. There's a difference between timer and sleep.
I think so.
I've never used timer, so.
I would have to go back to the forums, but someone
Exactly,
who
Steven.
he posts on there a lot, and I wish I remembered his name to actually give him the credit, but he does post on there a lot. And I'm pretty sure he kind of wrote this. Now I'm scared I'm gonna be wrong.
No, it's all good.
Spreading false information, but I think it's not as bad as sleep.
Well, you only have 17 ignition professionals watching you, so pressure.
Well, you wanna know what? I'm open to learning new things, so prove me wrong, and I'll fix it after.
I didn't count myself though, so.
Oh no.
I'm kidding.
No numbers in chat, please. Thank you.
I know this hasn't exploded yet using the timer, so
Knock on wood.
it's okay for what it is right now.
No, I'm sure it is just fine. I thought I would just mention it.
You should have called me out on my poor commenting.
Hashtag never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
Shouldn't you be working? No. Just
Well
kidding.
But okay, yeah, so my checker X is gonna play, and then after 2 seconds, my suggestion ticket carousel swipe component is gonna display is gonna be false, so it's gonna almost disappear. And then I'm just gonna add this move feature real quick while I'm here. This is kind of a change in thought process, I guess.
Sure.
Kind of jumping some things here, but I'll fix the tab. So, here I added the notes of which active pane kind of means accepted or rejected, but the move feature method is just going to actually move the feature from one dataset tag to the other. So all I do is grab the feature ID of whatever instance I swiped on, and then use whatever pane they swipe to figure out which dataset tag I want to write to. So if they accept it, I want to write to the accepted tags. If they reject it, I want to write to the rejected tags. And then I just raise an exception in case something happens I'm not expecting. And then I have my 2 paths that I'm going to write to, because I want to not only write this feature or suggestion to the appropriate new tag, but I want to remove it from the current tag it's in. So I'm going to remove it from new ideas and then add it to my target tag that I got up here. So first I'm reading those, and then I am going through what I got and finding the matching feature ID that I grabbed at the beginning of my method. So I'm making sure I'm removing the right one and adding the right one. I'm gonna build my new row to add to my target tag. So grabbing the feature name, requester name, description, and the data was requested. I'm gonna add it to my target tag. And then after I do that, I remove it from my new ideas tag that's going to display all our suggestions. And then I just update them with my tag.write blocking.
So quick question. If somebody from the audience wanted to not use tags, or they want to use a database table or something, how easy would it be for them just to swap that out? Is this going to be pretty flexible for that, or
honestly, I would write like a SQL stored procedure and probably remove like all the way up to here. And I would kind of use maybe instead of active pane, have like a bit parameter I'm going to pass through, like is rejected, is accepted, and based off of whether it's true or false, write to the appropriate table. If the database had like the same kind of organization, maybe you just have one table with a bit column of is rejected, is accepted, and you don't move it. You just update that one column.
Right.
Sure.
So yeah, it'd probably depend on the structure, and I still think a lot of this would go away because the read blocking and write blocking are only for the tag specifically. But writings, stored procedures are fun, so
Are they though?
they are. I like them. You can make them look so pretty.
Yeah.
So I think I kind of quickly talked about this custom property, my size object, but I'm going to go into more now of how I'm using it. So this is controlling the size of my instance. So I talked about earlier how the carousel component, I noticed basis auto just does not work how I want it to work, at least. So I'm just either setting the basis to 125 or 275 based off of my is expanded value. And all I do is I have a on click event. I think it's on the root. No, it's a startup event. That's disabled.
I forgot to update that. Oh no. Surprise, Reese. You're here right now. That is my fault. Okay.
Oh, I feel unwelcome now.
I had some people jump in, so I did a
no.
a guest. You guys just don't do a guest command.
No, you can do it now. It's been updated.
Okay.
It's our first time. That's embarrassing. Thanks for pointing that out, Derek. I knew I missed something. You think you're perfectly ready for something until... Sorry, Mia.
There was worse mistakes that could have been made, so...
Right?
It's nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, break.
But...
Yeah.
Okay, so I was talking about, so I want on-click event on my carousel to let the user expand it if they want to. So I'm just adding this little snippet, and what I'm doing is I don't want to have them expand it if they could already see the whole message, kind of pointless. So I'm just doing a check first that, okay, if the message is actually longer and therefore some of it's getting cut off, then I want to let them be able to set is expanded to true or false. I want them to be able to minimize it by just clicking it again. We'll kind of see how that works in the UI. What else is there to do? Oh, the active pane. Keep talking about it, but we didn't do anything with it yet. So I just want to put a change script on my active pane. And mainly it's going to call the first method that we wrote, the hide instance.
Mm-hmm.
So based off of it, them swiping from 1 to 0 or 1 to 2. So that's why I kind of just check first to make sure that it is 0 or 2. They accept or reject it. I'm going to first minimize if they have the instance expanded, just for cleanness. I thought it would look nicer. And then, because those videos are kind of like the same size as a smaller ticket. And then I call the method to hide the instance from the list, and I'm just passing whatever the current value of the active pane is, whatever they swipe to. I can apply that. And then lastly, this was something, so to work with the timer, I was having issues with the timer. Actually, I was calling the hide, I know, I fixed it though. I was calling the hide instance method that plays the timer, and immediately after that calling the move feature method. It was originally in my active pane change script, and I noticed that it was messing up how the tag was updating. It was updating too late, and it just was being funky. So I knew that after 2 seconds, all I do is just set the display of the carousel to false. So I'm just going to use that as my call to action to actually move the feature. So copy that, put it in here. So now in my change script, if it gets changed to false, then I'm going to verify if the feature was accepted or rejected. So if my current display value is false, grab the active pane value, make sure that they swiped left or right to accept or reject. I reset my parameters because I noticed that another thing was you would swipe and that instance that would replace it would blip like the old parameter data before updating. So I just set everything empty so at least it like just shows a gray box and then populates with the new parameters.
Okay.
And then I call my move feature with the active pane value. So that was
Nice.
kind of the biggest thing. That one took the most stuff. So the next two things will be a little quicker. I'll move to, so I wanted to create a doc to hold all my suggestions, and when maybe it was the first stream with Reese, you have that left doc that comes out. So I'm adding one on the right side, and
Okay.
currently you could see it has a little sad face because I have no suggestions. That's just a message container that's bound to something that's broken right now because we got to update it, but it's basically bound to how many instances are in my Flex repeater. So if it's empty, it's going to show this little icon instead of being empty. I kind of like to have a little image with a message whenever I'm not displaying stuff, just so that it doesn't seem like the view's not loading quick enough or you're missing stuff.
Right.
I think it's just so extra easy thing to do to make it really clear to the user what's going on. So I have to build my suggestion JSON that's going to populate my Flex repeater. And I'm going to use this right here. And all this method's going to do is, actually I want to keep doing this just to make sure. But all this method's going to do is grab, actually it gets the dataset tag. So I'm going to have a custom property that's bound to my dataset tag, and as soon as that updates, it's going to call this build suggestion JSON. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm going to update my instances after that to have it in a JSON form instead of the dataset. So I'm just grabbing the feature name, description, requester name, and feature ID, mimicking that suggestion object view parameter that we've seen twice now, and then just appending it to my instances, returning that. Let's save that. And then custom properties. So this was the dataset one that I was talking about. So this is bound to the tag. I guess I lied a little bit how I'm doing it. I have this instances. Now everything's popping up now that we made the method. But I have this instances that's bound to the data set that calls the build suggestion JSON. And then my Flex repeater is just bound to the instances. I copied someone who did it, but I noticed someone else was putting a lot of their, like the Flex repeater instances, or if you have a table component, the data as a custom property and then binding it there. And I found it so much easier when I have to change something or make an update. I'm not like doing the click, 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 click to get there. So I always like to just put it there. So this is populating the Flex repeater, and that way I don't have to go here, just so you could see it's view custom. So that's updated. We can see it has everything. I want to add this doc. So I actually come up to the shared settings. So I actually already have it in here, but just to show it, I have it on the right side because that's where I'm adding it. And it's just going to be an on-demand doc. It's going to cover whatever's going on, 450, and then doc ID suggestions. And I'm going to go back to my doc and make sure my button actually closes this doc. Just by doing a system perspective close doc, applying it. And then I want to be able to open the doc. So I did that by using a coordinate container to kind of create a notification bell with a notification dot effect. So I just have a bell icon and an alert icon that's bound to the new ideas tag and just goes off its row count. So if it has anything in there, it's going to display, and if there's nothing, it'll turn off.
Nice.
And I added that to Reese's taskbar. And
Cool.
I just did an embedded view. And I have I want to make it so that they can just click on it. Open the suggestions doc. I think we might be ready to go.
Nice.
Let's put our expectations ready for at least one bug. Just
No.
get that set there.
No bugs.
It's a
allowed.
live show, okay? Wish we could do
So-
polls. How many people think there's going to be a bug?
I know. I can only do a poll
If
through
they knew me, they
Streamlabs.
would put yes.
This is a
This
demo.
is a demo. Means no bugs. Oh no. Oh. Or predictions. It'd be nice if we could do predictions too.
Well, hopefully there's
Wow.
some suggestions in there right now.
I got good news for you, Derek.
What?
We got the notification dot.
Nice.
We got some notifications.
Oh
Got
my
some
gosh, you guys.
suggestions. So I have some
Right.
test ones, but
Not
we
Mia.
actually
Get
I'm
all
very
these.
creative. But yeah, we got actually a lot of suggestions, and then this one, I'm gonna assume that was Derek.
That was me. Oh, 2 of those. Please do.
Well, I think we
third
should
one.
start with Derek's and
Yeah.
practice declining one.
Absolutely decline it.
Oh.
Get rid of it.
So I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
grab it.
Other companies call them features, not bugs. Exactly, it's a feature.
So we're gonna swipe left, and ideally we should see a little X, and
Is
that
it
should
swipe
go away.
left? I think it's swipe right to reject.
Have you used Tinder?
I've Googled it a couple of times.
We get to Google it.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
I always forget.
Oh, it's
Alright.
like. This is why
So,
we never
I'm
have
gonna
bugs.
swipe
Oh
left.
my gosh.
Maybe I'll be wrong, and I'll accept your idea. We're gonna swipe left.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Can we get some
X
claps in
means-
chat? Clap, clap.
A red X means accept, right?
Yeah.
Red X means accept, and a green check mark means
Okay.
reject. Okay, it's opposite.
So, just to make sure accept works, I want to accept whoever this not Mia person is. They sound interesting. Swipe right. We got our check.
Wow.
Very cool.
Oh, okay. Another test. Oh, and then I tried to do another test where I can't
Mm.
spell right, and I wanted a super long idea. So just to kind of show the expand. So it's doing a dot dot dot. We could click on it, and it actually gets
Oh.
longer.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah,
then
we
if
actually have
my
some descriptions
Yeah.
here.
That's amazing.
yes, we could look at the other ones. But if the message ends up being longer than the max size I put it at, I set it to where it'll at least scroll through. But then that way there's not always a scroll bar. So I'm gonna minimize that. Do we want to go through some of these
Yeah,
until it
let's-
breaks?
Absolutely. We got
Till it
15
breaks.
viewers. Let's see if anybody likes any particular here.
All right, let's look at drag. Ooh, I already want this one. Drag and drop containers.
Like Trello.
Create a drag and drop container. I love that. That would be so nice.
That would be
Very
fun.
Good idea. Let's
Swipe.
right. Swipe. Is it left or right?
What happens if you accidentally swipe left?
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
Are we
We're committed
out of
here.
luck?
So
Oh, okay.
there's no undos.
So
Commit.
No
It's
undos.
fate.
hopefully in the future we're gonna have, well, not hopefully, we're gonna have some kind of management screen
Sure.
for these ideas. Ideals.
Yeah, we want a way after we accepted them to actually go back and review them to see which ones we're gonna do next. So
Right.
Yeah, maybe we can pick out, I don't know, 3, and we'll post on social media the 3 IDs.
Yeah.
Why do I keep saying IDs? Ideals.
Ideas?
I think I'm thinking feature ID.
Probably.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe we can pick 3 here.
Ooh,
and
oh,
put 'em
Mia
on
for
social
another
media.
episode? Maybe.
Oh. Mia, would you be down?
oh, what am I doing?
Oh,
For
no.
another episode? Are we bringing
Yeah.
that? That's another poll. We just need to get polls going.
I gotta. I know I could throw up a poll here eventually someday. Just have to
I'd
type
love
it out
that.
in chat who you want.
Yep.
So, do you think? I was looking at this and I'm like, I wonder if you could use the swiping feature. I mean, it obviously would take some finessing, but for alarms, like alarming,
Oh, that'd
maybe
be
like,
fun.
or I'm thinking in terms of like maintenance. Say you have machines that go down and like notifications will come in. If you could like, no,
Swipe them away.
yeah, like nope, that's a false alarm. Oh, my VFD
Mhm.
exploded. Oh, nope. Or like I accept this or whatever. Alarms. Uh-oh. Somebody's
That-
excited about alarms.
That could be awesome.
Just thoughts. So I mean, does anyone in chat, can you see yourselves using the swiping feature for anything? Want to do it for a bug tracker? Then I can swipe a bug to say it isn't real. That's right.
Bugs aren't real.
Bugs are not real. Absolutely.
I mean,
Birds are
there's
little
none today
robots.
so far, so maybe they're not real.
Yeah, if
possible.
you guys have an idea
Oh.
Idea feature.
where we could use this in another area, definitely drop it in the idea box. I did it.
The suggestion box.
Yeah.
Which I think I updated it. If I do... Oh, must not have actually updated. You can copy paste it. So if you want, copy paste the URL because the bot is not nice. And then it does work if you copy paste it though. Not sure why it's breaking it up like that. I think it's the 8043 that it does not like. Thinks we're trying to hack everybody.
Yeah, and if you guys do something cool, this is going to be on the exchange. I'll post a link right now. This is going to be on the Ignition exchange. If you come up with a cool idea with this and you want to share it, tag us.
Dumb developer? Like, so you like the swipe for any kind of notifications? Right. I mean, I think it'd be nice it's just like what we do in our phone, right? I'm swiping notifications like constantly because I'm like, get off my phone.
But do we ever read them? Let's.
No, I mean, I do sometimes. But then I
Oh,
accidentally
okay.
swipe and it goes away and you never see it again. So there's that. You
Yeah.
can't go back. Can't undo. Can't control Z. Yeah, what other... I mean, we could look through some of these. What other ideas have people submitted, I guess? I mean, obviously, I can read part of them.
Oh.
But...
Yeah, let's pick some.
So we have...
So,
yeah, start at the top. Wow.
was it
Yuri, holy crap.
Oh no, he broke it.
Yuri!
Yuri, I thought it
Oh.
would scroll.
You submitted
There's
a
a
novel.
bug.
Live fix.
Live fix. Here we go. Start the timer.
Question. Review. Overflow. Scroll.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh.
No. Mm. I don't want to tackle this.
Oh no.
Maybe if
That's
I
okay.
do this. In here.
If you did
Oh,
the
yeah.
scroll, what would it look like? Would it be all goofy like that?
I think
Like
it
tiny?
would
Why is that? Why does it do that?
be. Like it. Something where it already shows scroll bars. Because I've done that a few times where I've wanted scroll bars to
Oh, I thought it could
always.
like auto show.
See what I could do. No, that's just gonna run over.
It's a feature. Absolutely.
Actually, do you have a cap on how many characters you can enter? Because I was going to copy and paste an entire script to Star Wars in here.
That's question
didn't-
asked Derek.
Derek,
been-
I didn't. Don't.
I know I
Listen.
talked about limiting characters on the forum, but I didn't.
Uh
So
oh.
don't use that against me.
Hurry, everybody in chat. Go.
Oh no.
I want the entire Lord of the Flies book in one of these. Like, just go crazy. We need people to test and break it, so no.
Oh,
Derek's
it's supposed to be a
regretting
simple
all-
form.
All of your choices. I almost did. I almost copy pasted an entire script on there, but I thought I'm gonna hold myself back just this time.
I wonder if the gateway message has a limit to how much
might.
data it can. Yeah.
Reese keeps calling it a feature. That's our way of saying your suggestion has too, it's just too big, too intense.
Oh, I'm dumb. Change script. Okay, get out of here. Wanted to do a binding that if it's expanded, then it'll show the.
Oh, sure.
Live
Yeah, no, just
debugging.
be volume.
What more could you
Yeah.
want?
Hi.
Are you loving this new
Ew.
designer? The tabs and everything? I haven't looked
Honestly,
at that.
the script was a little different to get used to, but it wasn't bad. Now I like it. Okay, added a padding. Because I don't like how my words they were lining up right with the scroll.
Oh, it does look kind of grody. Let's try this by.
It's weird that it doesn't. Where are my properties on it? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, one of them works. Why is
Hey, I
there
mean, that
two?
looks okay, Oh,
You have an auto outside of it?
double scroll.
Does auto so overflow? Maybe I just get rid of this one.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, there you
that
go.
does it.
Easy.
Nice.
That looks better. We need some sexy
So-
scroll bars.
Yeah. So what is it that
I
Yuri
know.
wants?
I would actually, that is a feature request by me. I want a really pretty like
An attractive
scroll
scroll
bar. I feel like the scroll bar does not match the
aesthetic.
atmosphere we got going on.
Yeah.
Aesthetic.
Nice.
Thank you. Better word.
So we've got
Ah,
code repository, CRUD applications.
oops.
What else? Auto create database tables. Wow. Ignition Git integration. That'd be amazing. Scripting 101. Docker. Okay. CSV data imports. Tips and tricks.
Any of you
Bargavy.
sketching anybody's eye?
Twitch widget. We should do that one.
You should reject awesome feature.
I was gonna say I like all of them, but this one.
That's
Oh,
really
no.
awkward. Well, let's reject it, right?
Twitch widget. Create a Twitch widget to submit. Oh my goodness.
Wait, didn't we do? Wait a
Steven.
minute. Wait a minute.
Steven,
I think that was.
So- can we see this in mobile view?
Um,
Just curious how it looks on an iPhone.
Right.
Ooh.
so, welcome to a new perspective. And then see that I don't know why it makes the scroll bars better here. Although now
Oh.
they're like all
Well,
there.
I suppose because you can like scroll the entire screen, not just like the little tiny scroll bar.
Oh, that looks awesome though.
Looks really good, yeah.
Nice, yeah. Nice the scrolls. Yeah. That's the part where if the auto would have worked on this component, it would have
Mhm.
made this look really slick. I don't like having to pass a basis or update the basis based off of how long the message is, because it could just depend. You could have the count right and then someone just enters like the wrong type of characters and the ... will cut off too late or something
Sure.
like that. So which is kind of happening here, but it's also a smaller width now. So that'd be something to account for.
Oh, so the title does get cut off.
Yeah, I put a tooltip on it, but I
okay.
guess that's not super helpful in the mobile
Oh.
view.
Right. I was like, oh yeah,
So if I
okay.
do like if I hover over it, does in case it does get cut off.
Sure.
I think I do the same. No, I think it's just that one. Because, yeah, we expand the message.
Very
These
cool.
scrolls are not fun, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes work.
Well, we
They
can
always
probably hit
work.
them on the next show.
Yeah.
Or we'll just make it part of the export.
Just all
Just
scroll
this
bars.
one's the problem one. Wow.
Cool.
It's
Is there
awesome.
anything else?
That's it. We're running up on time here.
Yeah, we are.
Chatters have any questions, comments, suggestions? You know where to go if you have suggestions.
Right.
Definitely want to say thank you to Mia for putting in the work on this last month. Yeah, if we continue
Thanks
to
for
make
having
this
me.
app awesome.
Yeah, it looks really good. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that'd be excited to use it as well. Steven says it was awesome and appreciate the deep dive. Nice. We appreciate you being here for all of our lurkers out there. Let's see here. Well, if that is everything on that part, guess we can go ahead and wrap up. Unless anyone has any questions. Not seeing
Yeah.
any questions yet.
Yeah, so this is a new perspective. We do, if you guys have come in after the intro, we do this show the last Thursday of every month.
Yep, you can do it.
Actually, more in the future. We'll see.
Yep.
I'm gonna post some socials. Check us out on Facebook, LinkedIn. We got a TikTok. Do we have a TikTok command?
There should be one.
Okay. We have a TikTok. Check us out.
More.
We're hiring. We're crazy hiring. Apply. Come work with us. Or just keep joining us every month.
Yeah,
Appreciate
we
you
really
guys coming.
appreciate it. And yeah, like Derek said, so if you miss any of our other streams, you can go ahead and check them out on our YouTube channel. That's where they will be posted since Twitch likes to just obliterate them after so long.
Yep.
I know there's a training coming up. I know it is sold out. It's coming up here in August, some ignition training that is being held at our Fisher's office.
Yep.
And it looks like, Derek, I think we had an event to mention. There's an end of summer event in Valpo. Is that correct?
Valparaiso. Check out our. Do we have a event?
do.
Oh, we do.
Events.
Check out our website, events. That's at our Valparaiso office. I think there's beer involved.
Beer. Did
Is
we?
there beer
brewed
involved in
it.
that one? Oh yeah.
You know, we didn't
Oh.
mention that yet today.
We have 3 minutes, Mia. Do you want to talk about this? Yeah. I'll let you take
Yeah.
the floor here.
Oh, thank you, Reese.
It was really exciting, actually. One of my first projects, it's called Flexbrew, and it was automating a home brewing system. So worked on that last summer and got to finish it up this summer. And literally yesterday, just brewed some beer. Got one of the smaller kegs brewed up, so I think there's
Oh
about
my
6
God.
gallons in it.
Yeah, and you're calling it pond scum, correct?
We're calling it pond scum. The Valpo office has a pond out back, and there's pond scum on it. We're very creative over there.
That's awesome.
What kind of? Do you know what kind of beer it is?
It's a pale ale borderline IPA was how it was described to me, at least the recipe that we did.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I tasted it right afterwards, and it was interesting, but it's supposed to be interesting if you don't give it time to ferment or add carbonation.
Sure.
But
It was pond scum.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it might fit the name. You'll find out if you come to the event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're in the northwest area of Indiana, yeah, you can go to our events page. You can totally check it out. Go hang out with some people up in Valpo.
Yep. And then Reese is our former guest Reese is saying that there's going to be another training in the works for Q4 timeframe. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
Very nice. And that would also be on the events page as well, I do believe. Sweet. Well, yeah. I like Derek mentioned, I do believe our next stream will be on, is it August 25th? Am I looking at the calendar correctly? That's the last Thursday.
Yes, the 25th of August
Of
will be the
August.
next episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think our next show is going to be some dynamic, universal, what's the word, pop-ups. So for errors or warnings or whatever. So be on the lookout for more
Very
information
cool.
on that. And see you next month.
Yeah. Want to thank everyone for hanging out, and as we awkwardly wave goodbye. All right, thanks
again, Mia.
everyone. And we will
Thank
see you
you.
next month.